Look, I started to talk about this in yesterday's video, but I wanted to kind of elaborate a little bit more because I think it's worth a discussion. But I notice in my video comments and live streams a lot, like there's a lot of debate and talk about whether Silksong will be shadow dropped or whether it will be just, or whether there will be a date announced. And some people really believe it will be shadow dropped, but it's hard for that to make sense for me. But now, why do people think it will be shadow dropped? They believe that it will be shadow dropped because of the fact that this is like a Kickstarter reward that still needs to be delivered to the HK backers, along with the fact that we've been in silence for like 5 years outside of like 2 trailers, the Treehouse event, the Kickstarter updates. But besides that, it's been silent. So people definitely think that, it's just going to get delivered overnight. And I think that also goes the other way. The fact that it's been 5 years with nothing, that's like part of the reason why I think that it won't be shadow dropped. I guess there's also like, my title was pre-order or shadow drop, but I guess there's another option too where they do just release a date and they give a small window ahead of time, like 2 weeks or so, say on Monday they give us a new trailer and then they say, oh, it's out 2 weeks from now. That would kind of feel like a shadow drop to me, because it's still so soon. But the real thing I'm hoping for is that we get a pre-order announcement. Because I think that it would just be so historical for the indie game landscape. Like HK was last reported at 3 million copies sold, and I think that was like December of 2020. So, like me personally, I didn't even own a copy of Hollow Knight, and like at that time, and now I own it digitally on like every platform, and I own a physical on the Switch. So I think that there's a chance that those numbers are like way higher than they were reported last time. Like I don't know. It's hard to guess what they could be. Like I really do think they could be doubled from that. Like 6 million copies sold. Just because I do think that there's a huge number of people that have like, just like me and just like a lot of people I talk to that have like joined the Hollow Knight community in the last 2 years. That are new to the game. So if I had to make a guess, like I think it could like easily do 1 million pre-orders. And maybe I'm wrong by saying easily, but even like 500,000 is like insane. I feel like. But like, with 3 million being like the numbers at 2020, like it's, I almost think that, like it could maybe hit like 2 or 3. I don't know. This is all just me speculating, but like the pre-order could just really be huge. And I think for indie games, that could be just be a historical thing. I mean, maybe you guys know about some other things. Have there been other indie games that have like gone up for pre-order and have done like some monumental numbers? But I just think the pre-order could be cool. They could still give 2 months, 3 months, and then have a lot of time, have us wait. And then in that time, they could start actually talking to the community, again. And then the amount of, like, think about all the hype we've had the last 5 years. That 2 month period where they're talking to us and we know a pre-order is coming and we know a date, that would be crazy. Me and Primacon would be going crazy, right? we would be milking the song all the way we could, but that's just what I'm hoping for. I think the pre-order would be so amazing. I think it would get the community so hype, and I just think it would set a historical, like it would be a landmark in gaming. I don't know, but what do you guys think? Do you guys think Silksong will be shadow dropped? Do you guys think that they will have a release date and give us a little bit of time? Or do you guys think that there will be a pre-order? Let me know what you guys think. And you guys have a good one. And hopefully we get Silksong tomorrow.